I'm Damon Zell, and this is your Eve Echoes weekly news update, where we take a deep dive into all the happenings of the week. But first, if you can tag that subscribe button, ring that bell, share and like the video, then you can stay up to date with everything that this channel has to offer. Now, I do want to start off with somewhat of a correction from last week. Now, this is a kill mail that was lost in the shuffle, and it goes out to Blap, who did get a carrier kill of a Nidhogger in Delve. This kill mail is $32.4 billion, and, ISK, and congratulations to Blap on their kill. And those of you who always just tune in for the little pilot report, he is doing fantastic. He's doing what little babies do. We do believe he's going to be getting his first tooth in very soon. And yeah, he is loving life in his activity center, his little play yard, and he's doing good. Health-wise, everyone is good. Now we're going to dive right into the patch notes for January 11th. Now, this patch cycle does bring with it a lot of information on events that are ongoing, as well as future events leading up into February. For now, we're going to jump past this and get right into the optimizations and bug fixes of this week, and then we're going to circle back to these events and explore them in depth. Okay, so the first up is everyone's favorite. That's the updated estimated prices based on successful transactions within the market. We know this, we love it, it's always there. 2. They adjusted the bounding box size of the shield effect for 20 ships, including the Velator. Number 3, the MK9 capital modules can now be reprocessed. Wonder how much trit and everything that's going to generate. Now, number 4, the systems that meet the requirement have now a chance of spawning capital ship special fleet anomalies.
Okay, don't hurt yourself.
Number 5, they changed the mission type of Concord Pass industry construction. 6, they added classified 2 gravitational wave graphs. And of course, whenever they fix something, they break something, but they did fix one thing, and that is they fixed the issue where the fighter damage was too low in the capital anomaly. So to start off these events, it is the Home Returning Festival, and it is coming soon. And what I mean soon is it's going to last from January 13th all the way to February 15th. And there's going to be several other events within this all-encompassing title event. Now, in celebration of this event, all factions launched the Splendid Universe event, which provides lucrative rewards for pilots in the Splendid Coupon Exchange store. That's right, we have another store within the store. So many options to choose from here. They also say that more items will be available in other sections of the New Eden store as well due to them. Now, they had 2 things start off first this week, and that is the ship rental program as well as the think tank building project, as well as the soft drink Splendor, a new mode of faction warfare. Now, let's start off with the ship lending program. Now, this is going to run from January 12th to February 15th, and it basically states that for various purposes, 25 groups, including Inherent Implants, Astro Mining Inc., and the University of Kale, have launched a ship rental project for Capsuleers. Basically, what this is you're going to see timed factions like Brooder Tribe, Serpentis, and all these other factions asking to borrow ships that you are not using currently. Now, you can lend these ships out, and it's for a timer, I believe, of 10 hours, but there are some smaller ones for 2 hours. Now, what you do is the more you lend out, such as a ship that is basically decked out with rigs and modules, the more points you get for that. Now, once you enter into one of these, they'll be asking for, such as, like, I want a battle cruiser. Alright, so then you can just give it a battle cruiser with the mods and rigs and everything else. And the higher tier, the more point value you get for that rental. Now, you want to spread this across all of them and rent everything out. And that's going to give you the maximum point usage, so that when that timer does run down, I go for the 10-hour ones. When it does run out, you get the maximum items available to you for lending these ships out. Alright, also be advised that if you don't like the missions that they are offering at the time, you do get free 3 resets every day. Every 24 hours you're able to recycle them and get your 3 back if you want to cycle through them. Now, before we check in with the store and see what lovely prizes they're offering us this year, let's look at the other event that's running in tangent with this, and that is the Think Tank. Now, the Think Tank is a little bit different. It's just going to test your knowledge. It's a series of 10 questions every day. Now, these 10 questions, they're random. It's about almost everything about New Eden. And what you're going to do is, if you answer them correctly, you will receive scholar points and splendid coupons, again, in the mail the following day. Now, all these coupons will be able to use to purchase things in the store, and we're going to look at that store. But also be advised that during both of these events, the return ceremony, the fireworks show as they call it, is going on as well. And what this does is, it's through several systems. It's going to raise the yield of resource extraction across the universe, increased during the event. It's going to have a tax reduction of the Amara Trading Center in Domain Region, which will also be in effect again. You may remember that from the trade event. They are also going to ensure all routes are safe. Rewards of Splendid Pirates will be boosted for a limited time only. This is only valid on weekends. So basically, that's what they did before, was they raised the yield from the pirate kills from anomalies. Now, in this store where you're going to spend these coupons, they are going to have a few things. They're going to have the classified 2 gravitational wave graph. Now, that's basically just the same thing as the last event, where it's going to open up a rift with NPCs, where you're going to want to go in with a group. Now, they're also going to offer several skins, and that's the bull skin, the tiger skin, and the prayer skin. Those are going to be available for a limited time. Now, this store itself is open from January 12th all the way to February 28th. So you do have some time. So just keep accruing these coupons and you'll be able to buy just about anything you want. Now, also in here, they're going to have your nanocore materials to upgrade your nanocores. They're going to have skill points in here, 5,000 skill points per 1,000 coupons. But they're also going to have the new Ascension, Neon Gas Nanocore. Now, the Neon Gas Nanocore is going to be almost identical to the one you can find in the Concord Point store as well. The one that that one that's like for the battleships, 41,000 Concord points. Yeah, because you're gonna get the same bonuses. Like just looking at it now, like say the Apocalypse, your main attribute, you're gonna be able to choose between 18% laser damage, 22.5% armor, and your 21% flight velocity. So this would be a good idea if, say, you wanted to buy 2 of the Ascension cores, from the Concord points, but you don't have enough Concord points, or you want to buy one of those cores from the Concord store and you don't have enough points. Well, you can find almost an identical one here in the coupon store. Now, also for your Scholar points, they did update the Scholar point store with the new skins, and that's the Tiger skin as well as the Bull skin. They don't have the other one, the Prayer skin, in the Scholar store at this time. I don't know if they're going to add it, but like I said, you're still going to have your regular stuff in there. You're going to have your shuttles, but now you have, if you want to go for the skins, you have the skins there too. Now, the new content they said for the Faction War games. Now, don't get all excited. It's not that 3-on-3, bring your own ship mode that we've talked about in the past. No, this is just a adjusted and updated music and sound effects track for Faction War games now. Now, with this event also comes a special anomaly that you want to be on the lookout for, and that is the Capital Ship Special Fleets Anomaly. Now, it's described here that when the pirate capital fleet of a particular system gets defeated, many times the likelihood of the pirate fleet appearing in the system will gradually decrease, but they may return a few days later. Now, I don't have a ton of information about this, and it almost sounds like incursions from EVE Online, but I haven't had time to test around with it. I have not found one yet, but I will get some more information on this and I'll get it out to you. Now comes the bad side to this. Now, I do want you guys to have a PSA on this whole lending your ship program. There have been some issues where players would lend out their ships and then get their ship back minus the rigs or minus the modules that went along with it, as well as minus the nanocore. Now, when pilots who have, or players who have gotten this back and their base ship is stripped, they have contacted customer support, and since this is a new event, I guess they're not really, familiar with it currently, they're basically telling you that it's your fault, and because it appears to them as if you repackaged your ship with all these modules and everything on it, which means the loss of your rigs. So you're pretty much beat currently. Now, us content creators, people have brought this information to us. We are talking to the devs. They are looking into it. So if this does happen to you, just keep sending those customer support tickets so you can have a ticket for reference, so that when they do basically eventually say, you know what, this is on us, our bad, we are going to fix this, there is a record of your loss. Okay, moving past the events, we did get a notification today that the Trello roadmap for Eve Echoes has been updated. Okay, we're going to start off with the January to February, and that's the new skins, the prayer that's updated on this, the new faction warfare mode, DIR reflection. I believe that's the name of the new song or the new sound effects in there. We have the soft drink Splendor event. Not a lot of information is known on this as of right now. We also have, again, the Splendid store and the Splendid coupons available, the Think Take, the rental program, all that added for the months of January and February. Now, moving forward, we have another event coming in March, and that's the Returnee event. We have 2 optimizations, that's a chat as well as a fleet optimization. Looking past March and April, we have the Easter event and the long-awaited balance update. That's right, this is the update that should have happened in October but was pushed back for capital release. Now, after April, we have May, and what they have here is something that looks very interesting. Player-to-player corp missions. Now, this does sound actually intriguing to me. Sort of like a new variant of content for PvE where it's decidedly through your corporation. Now, I'm going to try and pick the brains of the devs and see if I can get some more information on this on the next episode. But currently, right now, all we have is what's listed here on the names. Now, you industrial heads out there, you're going to rejoice because you do have your new ships coming out. That is the capital ship. That's the Rorqual. You have your Orca, and you have your Noctis. Now, myself personally, I'm looking forward to creating the Orca, or as many have known me talking about it, the Battle Orca. Sorry, it's just a fun way to play with that ship. Now, with this update though, we're also going to get several new industrial modules, and that is the mobile tractor unit. You're going to get the mining foreman burst industrial modules, as well as capital miners. Now, that's obviously the capital miners are going to go for the Orca. I believe the Rorqual, but I believe the Rorqual was just a ship that was kind of like a mobile processing unit. I don't really remember much from it in EVE Online, but those are your new industrial updates for May, and hopefully this will get people excited. Now, the other thing that was released was the Eve Echoes developers newsletter for 2022. And this is where they express a lot of concerns and how they're addressing matters. It's a really good read. I suggest you go over and take a peek at it. One of the things they talk about is their current problem with the black screens. We've all bitched about it. You've heard me rally against it. And that's these black screens for these huge PvP battles with all the players and everything. Now, they talk about how they've gone about it in the past and what they're looking to do in the future. They also do apologize and ask us for our patience while they try to, attack the issue more head on. Now, they also talk about things that they're going to be working on, such as the underlying local channel and chat the current issues with the standing displayed incorrectly. The underlying issue with the drone code, and that's where the drones are attacking beyond the command range. If you ever notice when you sick all your drones on somebody, then you go out of range, only one drone comes back and the other 4 or 3 are still attacking the target, yeah, they're trying to fix that issue. Then they go into more reads about, balancing adjustments coming up, combat fun, and a huge outlook towards insurance, which we're going to be covering next week in the next episode of the Content Creators Summit, where myself, I believe Benji's going to be there, Scipio's going to be there, Achieves is going to be there, I think Baked is going to be there. I'm not sure about the big scale. Just come and see it. It'll be on the channel where we're going to talk about insurance from beginning, current, and what's on the horizon. And yes, I will have alcohol. But at the end, they tell what's going to be coming up in the next year, and just vague. They're going to improve the combat fun, more playable PvE and PvP content, more PvP scenarios on different scales. They're going to improve player cooperation, enrich corporation gameplay, improve the convenience of corporation collaboration, and they're going to enhance the efficiency of ship combat. And third, they're going to improve that game stability, client-side and server-side performance optimization for more flexible and effective time dilation mechanics. Because, we haven't seen tie-dye in months. And that's going to take us to our Plex market report. Now, Plex has been bouncing up and down the last couple of days. About a day and a half ago, it did raise over 2 million per Plex. Since then, currently, right now, at the time of recording, it has come down to 1.8 million per Plex, or 1.85. But, like I said, it's in flux right now. It's going up. I don't know if this is a downward spiral, but keep an eye on it if you're in the market for buying some Plex. If you see some cheap Plex out there, snatch it up, because it's needed for everything. Now, before we get into the community news, let's just circle back real quick, because the weekly developer Q&A is out. Now, in the first question, they're asking about the balance patch for factions, battleships, and how they were raised, and there was no real love given to the Mortar's Legion or the Sisters of Eve. So, the devs say, thank you for the feedback. We will adjust the balance of the Mortar's Legion ships as well as the Sisters of Eve ships in the April balance update. So look for your favorite ships, the Panhead as well as the Stratios, because no one's flying the Nestor, up in April. Now, the next question is they want to know if there's possible to make a button to collect all the PI or extend all the planetary timers at once instead of going, click the planet, extend the timer, click the planet, extend the timer. This person says that, he's gotten a POS fitted with 2 extractors, which means, 12 plants to click each and every day, at least twice, because of the heavy water, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, they are, in the future, going to add a button to extend all planetary timers at once. So, look forward to that. This one question is not really, it's for you skin lovers out there. One person wants to know if they're going to make the Renaissance skin available for other ships, such as the Worm, such as the Gila and the Rattlesnake. And the devs are happy that they are happy with the skin, but they have no plans on releasing the skin for any other ship. And the last question is it possible to not auto-deploy all tabs in the shop? Scroll or close manually are worse than open only what we search. It's really odd. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're gonna optimize the tab presentation soon. It's not really an important thing right now. It's on the back burner. All right, we're gonna jump right into the community news, and with that is the war report. Now, in my opinion, the war itself is breaking out of a stalled phase, and both sides are gaining massive amounts of momentum, pushing forward to their objectives. And if you didn't already guess, I'm talking about the war between Genesis Federation and the Silent Federation. Now, opinions aside from that little speculation right there, the facts go as this. The momentum is really on Silent's side right now, as they moved right into 2 hull timers back to back. The first was in the Genesis-owned system of 7P tag J38, and the subsequent other hull timer was in the system of C-PEWEN, C-PEWEN. Now let's look at the first hull timer of 7-TAC-P. Now this was a massive fight, and it didn't originate in that target system. In fact, the massive part of the fight started in period basin TCAG-TAC-3. The local climbed to between 350 and 400 plus, and there was a massive fight on the gate. Now, this fight did take place, and huge praise goes out to the Silent Interceptor fleet that was along with them, who was able to basically lock down a lot of the Genesis fleets. Now, the fight went on, but Silent did break the Genesis defense fleet, and in fact killed, I believe the total was about 55 battleships in this fight alone. I don't have the numbers on the other ships, the frigates, cruisers, battle cruisers, that sort of thing, but I do know 55 ships did go down in this fight. So whatever new doctrine that Silent is employing, it is working for them as they picked apart the Genesis defense fleet. Now, the Genesis fleet did break away and was able to regroup and attack again, I believe, in the target system. However, they did lose a good portion of that fleet as well. I believe in that engagement it was about 35 battleships that they lost, the numbers that were given to me. In the end, the Citadel did get destroyed in 7P tag J38, belonging to the Barbecue Corporation. The following fight was again in that bottleneck system of TCAG tag 3, where local at this time only reached to a little over 300. It was a very intense fight. However, Silent did rout the Genesis forces, forcing them back into their staging system of TPAR Tech G, where they were waiting in line on the gate with bubbles to attack the Silent fleet coming back in. Now, the fleet did engage in TPAR. However, once they did break the fleet again, the Silent fleet moved on to their target location of C-PEWEN. However, along the way, since they did arrive early, they made the effort to go ahead and hit the shields of several other citadels in the area, including D4 and WT. Now, in the end, I don't believe they received any other resistance. They did destroy the citadel belonging to EMP Corp in C-TAC-PEWEN. So, Silent is definitely on a roll right now, making moves, and they are following that momentum forward. So we're going to see what's going to happen in the next week to come. Some additional information on the war between Genesis and Silent Federation. I am told on both sides. Now, I personally track the Citadel kills. That's how I measure the war itself. But the other structures out there besides Citadels, that's right, that's the player-owned outpost. Now, both sides are claiming huge numbers in destroyed. I hear numbers from Silent Federation that they have killed over 100 outposts within Genesis systems owned by Genesis members. I'm hearing around the same number by Genesis. So you have these these outposts out there that are killed or stolen. But have you ever seen one that was stolen and then killed? I present to you this video right here of a daring pilot swooping in, stealing a unanchored citadel. Now, I should have showed this last episode. It got lost in the shuffle again due to everything going on. But he swoops in, steals the citadel, then launches the citadel because he's trapped within a Hector bubble, and it ends up getting destroyed by the owner themselves. It is an amusing video, and I'm sure things like this happen on both sides, but I did want to showcase this fast typing and launching. I do want to wish Silent Federation congratulations on the destruction of both these citadels. They are moving forward impressively with their counteroffensive. And I am very excited to see exactly how this war progresses. Now, are we on a shift where Genesis is put on the back foot? I don't know, but we're going to find out, and we're going to follow the war as it continues on, because I do not see an end to this war anytime in the near future. Also, links to both full fights will be down in the description below. So, moving on to the world of the mercenary life, there's been somewhat of a schism within the alliance of Sixth Seal. culminating in the expulsion of Cosmic Hawk as well as his corporation, FAP. Sources close to the situation say that it was due to drama and subversion as well as administrative headaches, migraines, and crisis management due to Cosmic Hawk himself. And as Sixth Seal is run via somewhat of a council, they don't just kick a CEO, they just remove the entire corporation as a whole. Now, when FAP was released, along with Cosmic Hawk, there was a bounty put on them by Sixth Seal, open to the public, and this was a 20% PPK on any FAP member, and no FP, as well as a 1 billion ISK bonus to the pilot who generates the most value in total kill mails, calculated at the end of the contract. Now, the contract is extendable to any new corpse Cosmic Hawk may create, if verifiable. It is an undisclosed PPK capacity, and you can DM the kill marks to Good Space, is one of the leaders of the Sixth Seal Alliance. They do want to make it known that any kill mails that are intentionally inflated via skins and boxes will not be paid out, and the PPK will be paid daily. Now, they did issue an official statement to this. SIXT decided to make the decision to remove Cosmic Hawk and his corporation FAP from the Alliance after several months of dealing with Cosmic Hawk doing Cosmic Hawk things. This was not a snap decision, and this was made after exhausting other avenues that attempted to create a balanced environment that included keeping Cosmic within Sixth Seal Alliance. Any member of FAP who wishes to continue flying under the Sixth banner is welcome to return and needs only to send an in-game application to one of their corporations. This offer does not extend to Cosmic Hawk. Anyone seeking additional details from the perspective of Sixth leadership should feel free to go out and contact Good Space Guy or David6606. Now, since then, the PPK contract has been revised, and this is on PPK on Cosmic Hawk plus verifiable Cosmic Hawk alt kill mails. Must provide proof if claiming that the PPK on a Cosmic Hawk alt is there. This is going to be a 30% pay per kill plus 100 million bonus if it's basically a cool kill. Bounty hunters with the most kills gets 1 billion bonus at the end of the contract. So all you scalp hunters out there, you got a new target. One thing we can agree on, no matter what side you're fighting for during any of the wars, is how the community bands together behind a player in a time of need. And currently that player is a member of the Silent Federation, Zell. Health problems have struck him down with a pulmonary bleed, and after being in and out of the hospital for months with this, he was then again hit with the current plague. Now, due to all the health issues and the restrictions out in Ireland where he had lost the ability to get whatever little income he had going. So he was late on rent, didn't have money to feed himself due to everything that was going on. And he did feel bad about initially starting a GoFundMe page for what he was asking for, €1,600, just to get him through the month and get him back on his feet. But the response from the community has been overwhelming. And they actually raised, currently at the time of this recording, there was 170 donations. He has reached €6,820. Now, this GoFundMe page is still going, so if you do want to donate, you can. Feel free to go ahead and do it. He does humbly ask for your help and your consideration, and he does sincerely appreciate everything that the community has done. It is mind-blowing to see what this community can do when it does rally behind a good cause. Now, the link to the GoFundMe page will be in the description below if you do feel generous. I want to thank you in advance. But again, I love seeing how the community does rally behind a player. And Zell, from here at Echoes of the Front, we do wish you a speedy recovery of getting back on your feet and hopefully an end to your health problems. Now, a player has contacted me this week after seeing the first episode of the Content Creator Summit, and he wanted to run something past me, and I wanted to run it past everyone here to see if it's something that you would like to see. Now, EVE Online has something every year called the EVE Online Fan Fest, where they get together and they have panels and presentations from basically everyone in the game. devs, as well as community heads and leaders of alliances and no blocks. And I wanted to see if that's something that you guys would like to see happen, kind of like our own Eve Echoes Fan Fest, where we can do a panel on alliances, wars, we can do presentations from FCs on how to FC and how to generate your own content being FC. If you think these are some good ideas and you'd like to see this, please let me know in the comments below or hit me up on Discord. In other news, the Corporation of ZRQ had a fun encounter while hunting faction battleships. They came across 2 battleships in the system of 7 TAC 8EOE, and they came across a Nightmare as well as a Macarial. Now, as they were killing the Macarial and, trapping down that Nightmare, what should happen to appear? That's right, 3 capital ships pop out to defend. That is 3 dreadnoughts, first one, then the second, then the third, to defend the ship. Now, unfortunately, the corporation who was being set upon did lose both the Macarial and the Nightmare. However, the capitals did, looks like, destroy the fleet of ZRQ. But it looked like a fun encounter all the way around. I mean, this is what happens now that caps are in the game. You just never know when one might just pop out. And just for good measure, a 4th dreadnought was brought out during the fight. And I think there was a 5th as well. I am told. I didn't watch the full video. I kind of skimmed it. But the video link will be in the description below. The ZRQ was not able to get down any of the caps before their fleet was semi-decimated by them. Okay, this week we do not have a corporation or alliance spotlight. If you would like to have your corporation or alliance featured on the spotlight, please get together with me on Discord to discuss details on how to make that happen. This week on What the Fit, we do feature the Mimitar Hijack Special. Now, you can tell that this ship has been stolen from Amar because it's an Apocalypse that's been refitted with large autocannons. And I believe that's because their enemies would only be expecting lasers from an Apocalypse. Now, as a bonus, What the Fit, I also present you with this active armor repping Gila. Yes, that's right. This is for the hardcore armor fans. One fit fits all needs. That's right. You fit what you want, and you don't let the little things like, ship bonuses hold you back from greatness, while the rest of us just watch your path to glory, just saying to ourselves, what the fit? Now remember, big kills is for your group kills, which are 5 billion plus. FEK starts us off with a 5 billion Vindicator kill. Genesis gets a 5.1 billion Macarial kill, as well as an 8 billion Balgorn, which I'm told was taken down by the active tank boys. No Please Stop gives us a 5 billion Vindicator kill. Boop decided to go on a Vindicator spree. That's right. We have 6 Vindicators. 2 at 5.2 billion, 1 at 5 billion, 1 at 5.3 billion, a High Boy at 7.9 billion, and the last one at 5.4 billion. They also give us a 5.4 billion Nightmare kill, as well as 2 Macarials, one at 5.4, the other at 5 billion. AAA Ad Astra gives us a 6.9 billion Balgorn kill. The Silent Federation gives us a 5.3 billion Macarial kill. Now, we did learn of 3 capital ships that did go down this week, and we start off with Pew from No Please Stop, taking down this 47.3 billion Chimera. Next, we visit Boop as they take down a Thanatos worth 40.3 billion. And lastly, we do have AAA, who also cut themselves a Thanatos, this one worth 34.1 billion. And now we move on to everyone's favorite part of the show, and that is your chance at winning a free Omega combo. That's right, it's this week's solo PvP kills, or solo kill mails. Now, we did break this up into 2 categories. Both are available for the Omega combo. In the industrial kills, we only have 1 entry this week, and that is from Heck28 at a 3.6 billion outpost kill. Congratulations on winning your Omega bundle by default. That's right. Not a lot of people have entered this week, and that just goes to show you that you should enter every week, because even the minuscule amount could win if no one gives in the kills. So we move on to the PvP section, and we have Ellen Kai with a 820 million Atron interceptor kill. Next we have Robot Jones with a 1.3 billion Garmer kill. Rhinash comes in second place with a 1.7 billion Astero kill. And the winner this week of a free Omega bundle is Deep.io with this 2.8 billion Typhoon 2 kill. Congratulations, both Heck28 and Deep, on your kills. Please get with me on Discord on details on how I can get that prize out to you. Alright, now if you need more news in your life, I suggest you go on over and check out Sky News. That's Russia's premier Eve Echoes news outlet. They have a great production team over there. Everything is in Russian, however, all their videos are closed captioned in English. Now, also, I want you to check out my long-term friend of the channel, as well as in-game, Rambo's podcast, The Echoes of New Eden. That's right, they're back for the third season with a completely new format. The first episode was released yesterday. I have not had time to listen to it yet. I will listen to it tonight. But go on over and check them out. They're always discussing the news, and they're always talking about topics that are fresh and active in the Eve Echoes community. Now that's all from me. I want you all to have a great week, have a great weekend, fly safe, and remember, we are always one vision, one purpose, one front.